Okay. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. How was your today? It's all good. Okay, so welcome to my name is Miss Yang. You can call me Miss Yang. I will be teaching you today. And today's lesson is called solving one-step equations and one-step inequalities. And we will be working step by step together. And before we start, let me do a quick introduce. So my name is Jiawen Jiang. You can call me Jiang. And I'm from Beijing, China. I'm currently live in Philadelphia. And I'm a graduate student. I'm training to become a middle school math teacher. I enjoy helping students understand math step by step. So in my free time, I love baking and cooking. And really nice to meet you guys. Okay. Today we have three goals. So by the end of class, you will be able to first solve one-step equations and second, solve one-step inequalities. Thirdly, use the inverse operations correctly. And don't worry, we will be practice together and I will get you the whole time. Okay, so let's do a quick review. So, can everyone look at the first question on the screen? So, the question one, which of the following is an equation? And please type the A, B, or C in the chat, and I will give you maybe 30 to 30 seconds, okay? You can just type the answer in the chat. I haven't seen any answers yet. Do you need more time? Maybe another 10 seconds? Okay, all right. So, because we have time limit, so let's look at the question one together. Um, so the which of the following is an equation? So what does mean the equation? So an equation must have an equal sign, okay? So which means equal sign here. Okay, let me give pencil. So we can see the A doesn't have the equal sign. Equal sign is the this one. So the correct answer is the B. Okay, B has the equal sign. 7 minus 2 equals 5. Okay. And now let's look at the question two. Also give you 30 seconds. Okay. So which of following is an inequality? And also please type the answer in the chat. Okay, A, B, or C. Okay, let's look at together. So inequality use the symbols like less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, okay? So you can check the A, B, or C. So only answer A has the equality symbol, so less than or equal to, okay? Okay, so far, is there any questions about the review? Okay, so we can go ahead. Okay, so let's look at the one-step equations. Okay, so remember before we do that, remember the rule. We do the same operation on the both sides of the equation, so left side and right side. So let's look at the first question together. So x plus 4 equals 9. So I want to get x by itself. What cancels out plus 4? Right. We use the subtract 4. So I subtract 4 from, so which means x plus 4 minus 4 equals 9 minus 4. Oh, and sorry, I'm changing a color. So we're gonna get x equals 5. Okay, so um based on the question one, which property we use to maintain equality while solving these equations? So we use the addition property of equality. We subtracted 4 from both sides of the equation to keep the both sides like equal. Okay, and then let's look at the second question. So we start, let me erase them. We started the equation like 4 times r equals 32. So our goal is to get the r by itself. So the solution one, okay? So the r is it's being multiplied by 4. And to undo multiplying by 4, we divide both sides by 4. So remember, whatever we do on the both sides, we must, oh, whatever we do on one side, we must do on the other side to keep the equation balanced, okay? So we have the 4r. So let's divide it by 4. So let me write down here. And then the 32 divided by 4. Okay. And then we got 1r equals 8. Okay. And since the 1r is just r, the answer just directly r equals 8. Okay, so for here, we use the identity property of multiplication. So which means that 1 doesn't change a number. When you multiply by 1, the number stays the same, okay? So this is our strategy 1. Let's look at another solution. And now we solve the same question, okay, the second one. So instead of the dividing by 4, we can multiply by 1/4. Okay, which is same thing. So 1/4 is the reciprocal of 4. So we multiply both sides by 1/4. Let's do here. We multiply 1/4 on the both sides. Okay, that cancels out the 4 in front of r. So again, we get the 1r equals 8. Hi, welcome to math class. Okay, so we just learned the one-step equation. Okay, and let's look at the second one. And then we got the same answer, r equals 8. Okay. Okay, if you have any questions, please just let me know. Okay. So both strategies work because we are doing the same operations on both sides, and we are using the inverse operations to keep the equation balanced. So no matter which strategy you choose, you will get the same answer. So which means the R equals 8. And then let's do a quick check together. If I plug the answer 8 into back into this equation, do both sides match? So which means 4 times 8. Okay, so 4 times 8 equals 32. Okay, so look at here, we got the same answer. So we got the correct answer. And okay, let's move on. Okay, let's look at the second one, solving one step inequalities. Okay, let's look at the question one. Mm. So the steps are very similar, but there's a one important rule, and we will check together. So the first question, uh, so the 2 times x less than 6. So same as before, I divide both sides by 2. Okay, and then we got x is less than 3. And this, for here, the symbol, the inequality signs stays the same. So it's still the less than. And if we look at the second one, so this is a tricky one. So I am dividing, so this is minus 5, minus y greater than 5. And I'm gonna divide by negative 1. Okay, so when we multiply or divide by a negative number, we must flip the inequality sign. So which means here the question is greater than. So we're gonna flip this. So it's less than. So we got the y less than, y is less than negative 5. Okay, so y is less than negative 5. So this is the most common mistake. So please remember this rule. Okay, we should flip the inequality sign if we multiply or divide by a negative number. Okay, so far, do you have any questions about the one-step inequalities? Okay, it's all good. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so let's do the practice together. So here are three questions. Mm, I'm gonna give you maybe 1 minute and then let's check it out together. Oh, and also you can type your answers in the chat. Okay, let's look at together. So the question one, so we want to get A by itself. So right now, 7 is being subtracted from A. So to undo subtracting 7, we add 7 to both sides. Okay, so it means A minus 7 plus 7. Okay, so we got the answer is A equals 17. Okay, please check your answer. Mm. And for here, we use the addition property of equality. Okay, and let's look at the second one. So here, m is being multiplied by 4. So to undo multiplying by 4, we divide both sides by 4. Okay, and then we got the answer m is greater than or equal to 4. Okay. We divide and for here, because we divided by a positive number, it's 4. So the inequality sign stays the same. Okay, stays the same. And we use the division property of equality. Okay, let's look at the last one. So right now, n is multiplied by negative 2. So to undo that, we divide both sides by negative 2. And then we got the n, and here the minus 4. Okay, because for here we divide by a negative number, so we must flip the inequality sign, so it's greater than. Okay, so in all three problems, we use the inverse operation and did the same size. And remember, when we divide or multiply by a negative number, we must flip the inequality sign. Okay, and now, okay, it's your time, and please finish these two problems on your own and type your answers in the chat. And I will use the answer to see how well you understood today's lesson. And I will give you maybe 1 minute, 30 seconds, okay, for the two questions. Okay. Um, let's see the answer together. So the first one, the answer is, so let's do together. The 5a minus 10. And for here, we need to plus 10 on the both sides. Okay. So we got the 5a equals to 25. And then we divided 5. So 5 on both sides. And we got the answer is a equals to 5. Okay. Do you have any questions about the first one? Question A equals to 5. And then let's look at the second one. And we divided by -3 on both sides. Okay, and then we got the answer is n on the left side, and then -3 on the right side. Because we divided the negative number, so we flip the inequality sign, so which is the less than or equal to. So the answer is n is less than or equal to -3. Okay. So so this is our today's lesson. Okay, so remember same operations on both sides and flip the signs when using the negative numbers. And thank you for your participation.